Well, hello, everybody. You are watching The Main Viewer, if you can believe that. Today, we're going to talk about Star Trek Mission Chicago. We're going to talk about all the crazy stuff that Strange New Worlds is announcing right now. We got two cool things about two cool characters that just dropped today with regards to Strange New Worlds. We're going to talk about some more Trek movie news, all kinds of things. No spoilers, but Sirach Lofton just texted me with some laughy face emojis. So let's just start with that real quick. But first, let's talk about who is here. We have Captain Picard, #1 fan. She proves it on her shirt, Melissa Longo.
Oh, make it so.
Oh, I was wrong. No.
So mean to me.
We're also joined by Dr. Muhammad Noor, who is the true Janeway #1 fan.
Hello.
See, I was right on that one.
That was awesome.
My name is Ryan T. Husk, and I am the Benjamin Sisko #1 fan.
So
You grow the little beard.
Yeah.
we're waiting for a impression.
I don't think I can do a Sisko. I think I can do maybe an angry Sisko where he goes like, "I don't care, Nog, if you're," when he gets like, he starts to get like all, when he yells, he gets haughty.
Well, how about I can live with that?
I don't remember how he says it. I can live with that. And then he says, I can live with that. Look who's joining us right now is Marina Kravchuk is joining us. She's popping in to talk about Star Trek Chicago. And whoa, Marina Kravchuk is here. Hello, Marina.
Hello. How are you, everyone?
Doing
Good to
just
see you.
fine.
Right, how are you?
You are here just in time to talk about Mission Chicago.
Perfect.
But before we get into that, these two were harassing me about trying to make me do a Benjamin Sisko impression. And I was like, nobody can do a Ben Sisko impression except for Ben Sisko. So the reason Sirach Lofton was laughing so much was because I sent him a picture of what was just made and posted in our 7th Rule Discord, which if anybody wants to see the 7th Rule Discord, just join the 7th Rule on Patreon. That's patreon.com/the7th Rule. And you could see gems like this one here that I'm about to show you by Jesse Taggart.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Oh my gosh. That's the
that
best
is
thing
our
I've seen
cosplay at Star
all
Trek Las
day.
Vegas this
There you
year.
go.
The unit that really becomes you.
He even cut like the nice hairline right there. All
Yeah.
perfectly.
Oh my gosh, that's the best. That's
Anyway.
amazing.
That was just done in the last 20 or 30 minutes because we did a round table, which if anybody wants to be a part of the round table, again, that's the 7th Rule on Patreon. But we're showing off the picture that's like that, but with Melissa and Anne Marie that was done. And so Jesse, not to be outdone, just put myself and Sirach in that one. I'm sorry
So
we had to
good.
start off this way, Marina.
It came just at the right moment.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be my screensaver.
Don't you dare.
You won't know.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. All right. So let's see. I'm getting notifications about our stream's current bit rate. Everybody at home that is watching, are we sounding good and are we looking good, or are we having any tech issues? Just type in 1, the number 1 if everything sounds good and looks good. Type in the number 2 if we need to, turn it off and on or something, or reverse the polarity.
Scott Jensen mentioned in the chat that the roundtables are a highlight of every month, and it's true. It's just a great bunch of people, including also Ryan and Sirach, and then various other people who contributed, getting together and just chatting about whatever. It could be what's your favorite episode of Voyager or whatever. Some interesting topic, and just a lot of chatter about what's going on for the week. And it's only like $30 a month. It's not actually that much to get to the level for that. Or you can contribute to the Patreon, whatever level you're comfortable. There's I think it goes all the way down to $1 a month too.
Mm-hmm. Wow, thanks, Mohammed. That was very nice of you. And also, even nicer than what Medallion just said in the live chat. Medallion says, "You sound good, ... Look, I'm blind after what just happened."
Oh,
So
I
there's
think
that.
was so cute.
No more for this one. She's had one too many white wine spritzers.
Water.
But everybody types in the number 1 for us. So thanks very much. We appreciate it.
Excellent.
And the show will go on.
Woo.
Anne-Marie's trying to join. She should be here shortly. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel. Now, Marina, do you want to just wing it and tell us what's new with Destination or Mission Chicago, Star Trek Mission Chicago, which is the very first official Star Trek convention by Reed Pop, and it's going to be in Chicago this
Actually,
year.
second. The first one was the Mission New York in 2016. So this is the second one.
This is why we need to have Marina on. Right?
7 years.
Yeah.
But we've had, certainly, it's not so much the uptick of new information, more like a deluge over the past week and a half, roughly. We got finally the list of vendors. We got announcements of more guests. We're just over 30 right now. We certainly got a lot of information today. So highlights of various main stage panels. So we definitely know we're going to have a presentation about the director's edition of the motion picture. We're going to have the Strange New Worlds panel with both guests, the actors and the executives coming. We have the Lower Decks panel. We have the Prodigy panel, and it's all kind of like ramping up finally. So all in all, it's becoming, more and more exciting just to see, where we're going to be at in less than 2 weeks. By the way, less than 2 weeks left.
Yeah. Everybody, Anne-Marie has joined us, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel. Everybody say hello to Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel. There she is.
Sorry for the connectivity issues.
You missed the best part. I mean, there's nothing that we're going to say that's going to be better than what you already have missed. So we're going to try to pull it up again real quick for you. So Medallion, cover your eyes.
You may have seen it in the Discord too.
It's my new screensaver.
Here
Or it will be.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Too much, right?
So funny.
I know. Here's the thing. I just don't love that picture because I think it takes a little bit away from Dr. Crusher's professional career. And I don't like that gets brought up a lot when you're talking about Dr. Crusher, even in a professional setting. People will always mention that because it was just the 80s and early 90s aerobic wear. So it's not that it was specific to them.
But
I don't
now
think
it's
anybody
Sirach
wore that
wearing
ever.
Well, yeah.
Richard Simmons.
Yeah. But I will say, when I've had science, when we do science talks, the second you bring up Dr. Crusher, people will just go to that meme, and you don't really get to talk about how amazing she was. Because it's just because I love Dr. Crusher so much that I care. But she does look amazing in aerobics wear. We should all be so lucky.
Okay. I don't feel amazing in that picture. Anyway, so yes, a deluge, as you mentioned, Marina, of information and announcements. Let me pull up what we've got here in the way of guests.
The most recent one, the most recent one was actually the health and safety, which is a lot of people were concerned, what exactly we're going to be having, seeing that there are differences between what the city mandates, what the state mandates, and finally, it's basically, it kind of very reminiscent to it's like a New York Comic Con light, if you will. So they will require either proof of vaccination, full vaccination, or a negative test for everyone 5 and above of age. And they're strongly recommending face cover. So you don't have mandatory mask wearing, but it is recommended.
Also mentioned that the exhibitors have to be vaccinated.
It's difficult to gauge how many people we're going to have there, but nevertheless, oh yeah, I think so. So it's nice that we're finally getting out. I saw several of my friends kind of put out feelers like when are we going to be getting full schedule, because the highlights are wonderful. It's certainly wonderful teasers. And so far, the only reply that Star Trek Missions staff provided on Twitter is, just be on the lookout. It's coming. The full schedule is coming. So hopefully within the next week, my guess.
And you said it's got about 30 guests right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been loving these Marina updates in the Star Trek Missions Facebook group. Like all day, all of my alerts have been going off as like new things keep coming out. And it seems like you're getting them in the Facebook groups even before they get uploaded on the website.
Here's what happens. I get notifications when they tweet something. So the stuff on Twitter comes up earlier than it does on Facebook, or nearly simultaneously. So if I see it on Twitter, I'm like, well, it's probably already up on Facebook. And so I jump over there and share it.
Happy birthday,
Yes.
Annie.
Okay, I have a question.
Or Queen. It's her birthday.
Yes, that's right.
Who decides what order these are in?
It's
Like-
so strange. I
Like,
know.
why is Walter Koenig down on row 15?
He's who I'm going to be the most
I-
starstruck by.
I was trying to
I'm
figure it out.
trying to,
and
yeah,
I
I mean,
couldn't.
like, I get this row right here. You get it. William
Mhm.
Shatner, George Takei, Kate Mulgrew. Cool. We understand why they're.
Yeah.
After that, it becomes like a real mixture of. I mean, Connor Trenier, he was a lead. Walter Koenig should practically be on that top
Yes.
list, I would
Mhm.
I'm
think.
so excited for him.
Mhm.
I mean,
No,
I'm
I
just
think-
wondering who chose where
Ah!
these people go.
James Cromwell.
I know this guy is
this
one of my
is
favorites
someone-
ever right here.
What a
he
great
hasn't done it.
photo.
Yeah, he hasn't done a convention in a very, very long time. So this is someone I'm very excited to meet.
He's also very active in animal rights and
Mhm.
animal welfare, and he's a vegan, so that's why I like him so much. And you'll love him. He's super nice, very friendly fellow.
Mhm.
I hope everybody ends up meeting him and loving. He's very tall
Yeah.
too. He's like 6'6".
Yeah. There was great excitement when they posted that video of him saying, see you in Chicago.
Mhm.
A lot of
Yes.
people, I mean, I got a couple of friends. They're like, "You going to Chicago, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Can you get us the autograph?
Oh, cool! Really?
So yeah, but that's the thing, that he's an extremely rare guest. So I can totally see how, and of course everybody's excited that we finally get
Aw,
Lower Decks,
Ken.
folks.
Yes.
There they
Which
are.
I
right
also
here.
feel like they should be putting the showrunners who are going to be there. Like, I'm super excited about Mike McMahon. It's crazy. He's
Yeah.
on
Oh
the
yeah,
website.
how are they not on this list? They're the showrunners.
And can we mention Jackie Cox will be putting on the first drag show sponsored by an official Star Trek convention, and
Very
she's
nice.
just fabulous. If you've not seen Jackie Cox perform live, you have to go, because she's amazing, and sponsored by Lambda Quadrant. Hello, our friends.
Mhm.
But yeah, she's amazing.
Anything to add to that, Anne Marie?
No, I'm just super excited for that Saturday night. And then the next month, she's going to be in New York at a To Proudly Go party also.
Oh,
I
And
that's
this is-
great.
Jackie Cox is in like 1 month.
This is going to be
Yeah.
Kenneth Mitchell's last convention.
Is it confirmed that it's the last one? Because
I think
the way
they
he
said
said
one
it's
of the
one of the
last.
One
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
last.
His
I think Vegas
he tweeted
might.
it. He tweeted it himself that it was going to be his last convention.
He said,
Uh-huh.
but he said
one of the
last.
last. Yeah.
I think he did. Yeah.
Really?
It's okay.
Pretty
This
sure
is
it's one
why
of his
I
last.
needed Marina here too.
Oh, good.
There's just like this delusion.
I
of
thought it said
information.
his last convention.
Pretty
so
sure
I'm
it was
hoping.
one of.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Then we'll see
Wait,
him in
maybe
Vegas.
I just
Great.
told you it was his last, that you'd have to come to Chicago.
No, I saw the tweet. I remember seeing the tweet
Yeah.
and just thinking
But
that it said.
the way he phrased it is that he's going to be one of the last conversations. So
Yeah. one
It's
of the.
extremely sad.
I thought it was just an
but-
autocorrect for convention. That's what I thought.
I thought so too.
Yeah, well, that's
be,
what we have at
could be. Good
convention.
call.
We have conversations.
But
Mm.
yeah, I mean, I guess we could Google Vegas, right?
Well, let's see.
Oh, that's true.
Oh
They
my
do have a
gosh.
fairly complete list there.
Are you
Uh,
seeing who's in the live
relatively.
chat?
Uh,
Thomas Supernat? Like,
yay,
favorite
good old
makeup artist ever.
Thomas. I
my
don't
gosh.
see him in there.
I saw
good
him
eye.
in there, but my laptop
There he is.
it's fussy right now, so I can't see the live chat right now.
Okay, let's talk for a second about Thomas Surprenant then, because he's an Emmy award-winning makeup effects artist who worked on all of our favorite shows from Star Trek in the 90s, and he's made Ferengi and Klingon, not Ferengis. He's made Ferengi, Klingons, Vulcans, Romulans. He's probably even made Bolians. For all we know, he made Mott the Barber. We don't know. Probably. Maybe. He's probably made benzites. You name it.
Super cool.
Ephrosions. Yeah. So, Thomas, please let us know if you have done. Please. No, that's terrible. I was going to say, just type out an entire list of all the aliens you've done, but that's so messed up. No. Can you tell us if you did Bolians or a Bolian, a benzite, and an Ephrosion? Okay, because those are the more random ones.
is
We
an
assume
Ephrosion
you did
again?
all the others. We assume those.
What's an Ephrosion again?
They're the guys that kind of got, you know.
It's very, very descriptive.
They-
Ryan.
there's- I'll show you.
No.
It could be me.
That was totally a Muhammad impression.
They're these guys that got like here.
If you want to see his work too, you can see it on
They
in the virtual TrekCon just from
Yeah.
They
from
basically
a week
have
ago.
like, I'll show you. Giant sideburn lamb choppy stuff.
Yeah.
Sideburns,
Ah.
goatee.
Like the president. Okay.
Yeah.
How did I not know his name? Their names. Wow.
Anyway, so let us know, Thomas, and also let us know if there are any others that maybe, you know, some rando ones that we may not have known about, you know, like if you've done.
Dumborg.
Thomas says
hidden
he's
R2D2?
embarrassed.
Did marry the Bolian and one from Voyager, not the other two.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
interesting.
Well, you know what the Bolian's last name was Cube. It was delicious.
Veggie or chicken?
Oh my
Edgy.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, wait. So what was his answer?
Marry
He did marry the Bolian
Yeah.
and the one from Voyager, not the other
and
two.
first Klingon Borg. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Like Tim
Oh,
Helm
Glenn
says, my
Iverson
beard is
calls
better.
me out hard. Glenn
Tim Palm's beard is better.
Yeah. Okay. So Thomas, thank you so much for joining us. That's really cool. We would love to have you join us
Yes.
virtually on the actual
Mhm.
show sometime to talk about all the goodies that you have to discuss. But until then, let's finish up on Mission Chicago, shall we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You are going, Mohammed. Marina, you're going, are you?
Yes. Yes. All 3
Cool.
days.
Do you have your schedule planned out already? Which panels you're going to hit?
Well, we don't know yet. That's the thing. Like all the highlights is certainly going to be of great interest. I really want to go to the Prodigy one. I mean, aside from the fact that Kate's going to be there, Brothers Hageman's Twitter account indicated they're going to show footage that hasn't been shown before.
Yes.
So that's going to be very, very interesting. And of course, Strange New Worlds. Oh my goodness. Now they did announce some of the actors, like Rebecca Romaine's going to be there, but she's actually not listed in the guest list, which can
This is
mean either they
crazy.
haven't added added her to the list yet, or she could be, something that they have usually at industry events like New York Comic Con, for example, when you have people coming in just to do the panel. You have the presentation, maybe you show some exclusives, but that's the extent of it. They don't actually do any other convention activity like photo ops or autographs. We shall see. Again, we still have less than 2 weeks to go, but still plenty of time for things to change. I suspect they're going to be adding people up until the last moment. So very exciting, very exciting.
Yeah, how can they not have,
how about
like you were saying, Anne-Marie, how can they not have Aaron Waltke? How can they not have the Hagman brothers? How can they not have Mike McMahon listed right there? Because I mean, they are the showrunners of these shows. They're the ones that they make it go.
I'm so interested in them. They're so cool.
I'm guessing it's, it could be just the format, the way ReadPop formats, because if they have any producing or creative staff coming again to any other given event that ReadPop does, New York Comic Con or Florida SuperCon or whatever, they list just the folks in the guest list are the ones who are doing photo ops, Q&A panels, that sort of thing. When it's a panel about something, especially if you have some sort of PR involved, typically it's there, it's the announcement of the panel, but it's not part of the guest listing. So it could be just the way they format their guests.
Also, I just realized, wait a second, we didn't see Dr. Muhammad Noor on that list either.
I was wondering about that.
He's like,
I'm not doing autographs either.
No, but they do have Dr. Aaron though.
Yeah, but she's actually staff, whereas I'm just somebody who's contracted, so it's fair.
Mike McMahon is staff too.
It's true.
They have been a little bit behind about posting stuff on their website as far as versus announcing when people are going to be on, because they announced Mary Chifo how many weeks ago, and she's just now been put on the website.
The most up-to-date stuff is actually on their social media. So if you want to see the most recent announcements, it's makes sense to take a look at Facebook and Twitter. And again, they do reply if you actually put out the questions. Like there was a question about the schedule. There was a question, how can you, are they going to be obviously checking the vaccination cards or whatever equivalent that people will have? And they said, we're going to have wristbands, which I'm assuming is probably going to be something similar to,
or whatever.
I'll show you. It's like what they had again at New York Comic Con last October, which was a very basic, this means that you've showed either a negative test or a vaccination card. So it's probably going to be something similar.
Wait, how did you get that off your wrist intact?
I actually asked him not to put it on too tightly so I can actually put it back on. Plus my wrist is actually very, I don't know. It's a weird point that I have.
Oh, good. So it's a bracelet for forever.
Yeah. So I can actually put it right back on.
So speaking of friends forever, Rose M. Kirby says, hey, what do you think of my suggestion of Friday Night Chill with VTC? Well, what's the suggestion?
Is it to have it? I mean...
Yeah, because if so, then yes, we're on it. Timothy Baum says, pay attention, Ryan. Sorry, Tim. I'm trying.
Apologies if I'm interrupting you guys. I think I'm having a slight sound lag. I keep noticing that. Sorry about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, on our end, everything looks great on our end. So.
Apologies if I interrupt you guys.
Oh, awkward. NX7062 is only excited to see Marina and Muhammad at Chicago.
Wow. I'm terribly flattered.
Me.
That's our buddy Steph of the previously mentioned podcast and Lambda Quadrant. Yes. Very cool. Okay.
But you know what I'm really wondering? With Strange New Worlds so close, on the horizon, is this convention, especially because it's the first licensed one, and it seems like so many higher ups at Paramount are going to be there. Are we going to get exclusive news dropping? I know. I'm
keeping fingers crossed.
In addition to the Prodigy clips that we've already been.
I'm really hopeful. I mean,
you guys might even get to see a sneak preview of the first episode. For all we know.
Exactly.
That's entirely
I was going to say, there's got to be something. We were on the cruise and we got to see the uniforms. That was very unexpected. That was never announced, not even hinted at. So who knows? Maybe we'll show up and there will be a whole exhibit of stuff.
That would be amazing. Oh, are you going to go to the escape room?
I don't know. You
Mm.
know what? Surprisingly, it feels like 3 days is just so terribly
I know.
short.
It feels
There's-
really short.
We don't even know what the schedule is gonna look like. I already have days packed just by virtue of like this group of people wants to meet up and this group of people
I
wants to meet
know.
up, and it's like, where am I gonna find the time for the convention?
I know, it's making me really miss like the 5 days in Vegas. Yeah.
Well, Vegas is going to be 4 days.
I
now,
4 days this
too,
year, yeah.
which
And that's
is
gonna be interesting.
sad.
But
I
you
was
know
so
that
happy
I
when they
stay
went up
like
to
a week
5.
before and after. Just saying that.
I just
Oh,
want to
wow.
point out very quickly that everybody at home, it's kind of a good news, bad news thing. The good news is that the Virtual TrekCon Twitter page has 1,999
Yay.
followers. The bad news
Wow.
is it's only
Yeah.
got 1,999 followers. So we're
Follow.
going to go ahead and post that in the live chat right now. So one of you can be lucky number 2,000.
So follow.
That's fun.
Dr.
See
Anne-Marie,
how quickly that's gonna happen.
Just click the
I
button.
don't know. I was out last week and some guys like asked my number and I was like, well, first subscribe to Virtual TrekCon.
I love that.
So that was
I
a
love
couple
that.
of them.
So everybody at home, you do the same, please.
Yeah.
When somebody asks for your number, say, subscribe to Virtual
First,
TrekCon.
give
And
me
they
your
say,
phone.
they go like this. They go, oh, okay, I did it. And you go, show
Yeah, I
me
say,
your
show me your
phone.
phone.
show me the phone.
I need the proof. Lift up your tongue, swallowing the
the pill.
pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Emery, NX7062 is asking if you're bringing your Pond Fire in the City shirt.
I might just have to. From our friends at Shops at Riza. We love them. Yeah, I probably will have to bring that shirt. It's my favorite. And also I think I have some like put your hair in a bun, get coffee, get stuff done, like in Janeway
Perfect.
colors. So
Yes.
I have to find that one too. Since
Excellent.
Kate's gonna be
So-
there.
So Kimber, tell your friends to follow too.
Glenn Iverson says and proves. Here he is, number 2,000. Here he is.
Yeah.
Ah, nice
quickly was that?
job.
There's our
Good job,
proof.
Glenn.
Excellent.
Thumbs up
We
to
There
you.
it
won't,
is,
we
our
won't bring up the
proof.
fact that you weren't following us.
I know. I was like, wait.
But
I think what he did was
Awkward.
he unfollowed,
Unfollowed.
somebody else followed, put it back up to
Ah.
1,999, and then he
Oh.
We'll
refollowed.
go with that
Clever.
story.
okay. That's
Oh, now we're at
headcanon now.
2001. Very nice, everybody. Thank you. All right. So what else is there with Mission Chicago? Anything else going on there? Because I'm
well-
probably not going. I'm only like 30% chance that I'm going to go. So just kidding. It's like 1% chance. But I'm not going to go. Although it is starting to look like
You're
it's
gonna
shaping
sit
up to
home
be
while
something
all
cool.
this Star Trek major stuff is going on. That's craziness.
Yeah.
Networking opportunity if you can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we're just too busy sometimes, but you never know. I
Sometimes
might end up
Things
having to
work out
go
where you
for.
can't make it.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
fair.
Unfortunately, no matter
Mhm.
how much you want to
Ryan,
go.
I don't know what your excuse is.
Busy. I'm working. We
Um,
put on a 5-day convention just a week ago.
I know.
I'm behind on things. I gotta get back to everything else in the world, says Ryan. So anyway, the
Excuses,
point was,
excuses.
I know that's pretty good excuses
Exactly.
though, right?
This is why Marina's here to help with the peer pressure.
Oh shoot,
Yeah.
that's right.
Just-
Melissa and I are
But you know what I'm
outnumbered
really
here.
excited about is also I'm such a big like Star Trek couples fan, and I can't wait to see like Jerry O'Connell and Rebecca Romijn together.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
I
yeah,
that's
gonna
really,
be fun.
really loved Jerry O'Connell's tweet a couple days ago that he's watched the first 2 episodes of Strange New Worlds and it's even better than he could have imagined. So they're so cute together and so much Star Trek love. So that'll be really fun to see in person.
Number one.
Yeah,
Number
that's
one.
it. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, is it
Number one.
Number ones.
Yeah,
Number one.
exactly.
Numbers ones. Oh, I'm waiting for more, I suppose, practical info. I mean, it's going to be interesting if they will provide a map, so at least we have. I mean, I've been to McCormick before, but I'm curious to see how exactly they will arrange everything. Just
Did
pure
you
curiosity.
They do reference a main stage, implying there's one
Yeah.
singular main stage. And I noticed, like, for example, the what is it, on Friday is the showing of the director's cut of the motion picture or something like that.
Yeah.
And all those other
Oh,
ones are
yes,
on.
that's cool.
And
all the
meanwhile,
rest are on
they did
Saturday.
some of the other highlights. They do mention there is a number, so there's probably some of the larger, like conference room type spaces that were going to be used for smaller venues. So yeah, but just to see, that I don't know, it's super planner in me, and I'd love to see the information beforehand before I know like where to go, how to move around.
Yeah, and then I need Marina to see that so that I can just follow her.
It's like everybody follow.
Yeah.
So Rose Kirby follows up and says, my suggestion on Saturday morning was Friday night chill with VTC. Now, obviously her Saturday morning is our Friday night, so not to confuse anybody. No, I think she just means as like a name for the live thing that we're doing on the, Star Trek and chill. So, or Saturday morning and chill, whatever, if you're in the UK, no problems there. Boy, Rose Kirby stays up late or wakes up early. Good job, Rose.
Good job, Rose.
Thank you, Kimber. She says she just tweeted out that Trekkies should follow VTC. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And Timothy Baum says, I'll drive up if Ryan goes. Okay, 32%, 35%, because Tim's pretty awesome.
Oh, went from 1 to 35. Wow.
Yeah, that's quite a.
Oh, I thought it went from 30 to 35. That's right. I was lying about that.
1%.
1 to what would be the equivalent of going from 30 to 35%?
Just keep 35.
Be like
35 is good.
1 to 1.15. 1.1666 would be the exact equivalent, actually.
Wow.
I was looking up flights today. It's only $80 one way from New York to Chicago.
Oh, wow.
But do you know how much it costs to not go? I bet it's even better.
Actually, more expensive because you have to sit at home missing an opportunity.
All right. Well, people don't tune in to watch us bicker over it. Well, maybe they do, but I hope not. So Thomas says he'd love to do a Star Trek makeup thing for the convention. Wow, that would be cool.
That would be awesome.
I hope Thomas gets invited to Mission Chicago or Star Trek Las Vegas. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else to talk about with regards to Mission Chicago, or shall we move on to strange new topics?
Let's move on to strange new topics.
All right.
Yeah, I think we covered most of the stuff, because right now they ramping up the interest with by sharing the highlights, and we'll see. Almost there.
Yeah. So
almost there.
First things first, there was something with Nichelle Nichols. Sorry, not Nichelle Nichols, but Uhura, I should say.
Yes.
It's going to be tough to say Uhura and not think Nichelle Nichols now. But check this out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, to like preface
from our buddies at trekmovie.com.
Apparently Star Trek is now like revealing or like putting out character studies, because then the Lon, Noonien Singh came out like 5 minutes before we went live. And they're just little like 1 minute snippets of character teasers.
Meet Uhura and more. Ooh, I want to meet more. Who's that?
Well, to start with,
that's exciting
Officer
part.
Lon.
It's Morin's little brother who hasn't grown the end yet.
No, because we already know about all these guys, but like we got more. What's the new secret? So yeah, they're these cool little teasers, character teasers. They did one for Uhura. And right before we went live, there was one for La'an, right? La'an Noonien Singh, I believe.
That's right.
Are those analogous? Those analogous to like in Discovery, how on Instagram they have their little like logs for each of the characters periodically. It'll be like
I think they're not like in their own voice. I love those Instagram Stardate logs that are so. That's when Linus was talking about sharing his popcorn with Georgia, which was like the cutest one of all time. I watched that one like 30 times. But yeah, I think he's kind of like, they're sort of interesting because they don't give much away, but already Trek Core has been all over looking for Easter eggs. So I believe there's a very relevant Easter egg with the Uhura one that I'm just gonna pop in the live chat for Ryan to share this.
Tell us.
Well, okay, the reveal is way more fun. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
But
putting it in your face messenger.
Can I
Facebook Messenger.
reiterate that her hair is pretty awesome.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love her hairstyle. La'an. Is that how you say her name?
Mhm.
La'an.
Yeah, La'an. Yeah.
Well, I did see, I'm not sure if I was supposed to see this trailer, but there was something where there was like a really old, it was like La'an before she got transferred over to the Enterprise. It was like this really old crotchety captain, and she was fighting this other guy, and he was like, "Get off my La'an." So
I was waiting for it.
That's amazing.
I
yeah,
was-
lots of buildup for not much.
Yeah.
but-
That was worth it.
Yeah.
Anne Marie, did you send us the
It's in
thing
your
that's
Facebook.
oh
Messenger,
dear, I gotta
sorry.
open another thing.
Sorry. It's like, forget- before I got on Zoom.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
just-
I've got that
the chair
already
had
pulled
wheels
up.
and I like fell on the ground and hurt my wrist.
Oh man.
Like it's hard for me to type in the live chat with the angle.
Yeah, no, I've got that
Ow.
pulled up already.
I
Here it
haven't
is.
done that where I didn't realize chairs were on wheels in a long time.
So this was a Trek Core tweet, everybody. Trek Core surmises.
Oh, they're Easter egging up a storm right now. With
Looks
these.
like this
Yeah.
must be the 2259 era Starfleet Academy cadet uniform, which mirrors similar costumes from other eras. Possibly, although
Yeah.
I'm also seeing that it's similar to, Voyager and Deep Space Nine with the shoulders, even
Well,
Picard. However,
apparently,
it's gray. So the
Yeah,
grayness
except-
is what makes me think
Also,
it's
these
probably
cadet badges
Yeah, I
are
was gonna say
revealed
that-
with Tilly, right?
Yeah.
Marina?
Mm.
Yeah, that's right. I was
Oh,
gonna
is
say, except
that
for
it?
the badge indicates that she's a
Oh.
cadet.
Very nice. Good to know.
Good
It
eye.
takes a lot of reading to keep up with Marina Croft.
Yeah.
No,
Why
please.
even bother trying?
Yeah,
I am
studied
so
for hours.
behind right now. Do not ask me anything about the last 2 weeks of Picard, please.
Well, we do after this, after we finish Strange New Worlds, there is quite a lot of Picard information that just got dropped a couple hours ago. Look at that cutie.
Yeah.
Two cuties, you mean, right, Anne Marie?
Mhm,
Okay.
of course.
Okay, so yeah, maybe that's a cadet uniform.
Yeah, that's my favorite Easter egg that I've seen. Trek Core is out of control right now with their. It took me like an hour to read even like half a day's worth of tweets. Look them up.
Wow.
They're on fire. Yeah.
Okay, if we're gonna keep on the topic of Strange New Worlds, then there's another one from trekmovie.com that says Anson Mount is, quote, very, very happy with
Yeah.
the first episodes of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Anne Marie, did you read a funny thing in the live chat? Is that why you're giggling?
No, I just love that title. Of course, he's very, very happy. He's been smiling in every interview for like the past year. I mean, or
Nice.
more.
Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they went on to talk about how like Jerry O'Connell's also really excited about it. And I think just everybody is overall, and they're really excited about the
Yeah.
next season.
Jerry O'Connell is, wow.
Yeah.
We talked
Yeah.
We got to see the first couple
Number
of
one's
episodes.
wife,
Mhm.
husband. ah. Yeah.
A lot of people are loving the uniform.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
One Trek fan says Ryan has 20 plus notifications.
On
How
Twitter,
does he
I
not
noticed that
look?
too.
Man, you should see Facebook. It's so much work because Facebook
So
stops
many.
counting at like 99 or
9,
something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But like that, there's the secret. And you just don't check them,
Wow.
or you do sometimes. You got to eventually, of course. But we
Do you
always
have
check
predictions?
yours, One Trek fan. We always check yours.
Do you have any predictions on how Strange New Worlds might start? Like, will it start with, Anson coming back to the Enterprise, or will it just start mid-mission? Do you have any predictions?
I think it's going to start with some crazy cold open thing of like an explosion or an attack or a whoa, blow you away, what the crap thing,
Mhm.
maybe 20 seconds or 2 minutes, don't really know, right? Then cut to Anson Mount on his horse riding in Mojave doing his thing, because we've seen that poster of
Yep.
that,
Yep.
so we know that that's going to be kind of possibly the starting point, where they say, hey, we need you, there's this big bad thing or this mystery that only you can solve or something like that. And I think that's where it's going to start, and then he's going to grudgingly come back from his vacation, or maybe he quit Starfleet, maybe he got an injury, or he lost somebody he loves, and so I think that's what it's going to grudgingly come back.
I remember seeing a speculation. Yeah, good call. I remember seeing a speculation that maybe he was freaked out by the whole like time crystals prediction of his future.
Mm.
Oh,
makes a lot of sense.
Good guess. Yeah, that's solid. I would put money on that. That's pretty good.
Although that one short trek showed when Spock had just joined. So maybe there'll be flashbacks to that.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, that could be, for all we know, that that was when he was first joining. You're right. That was in the past.
Today was that, or that I saw TrekCore tweeting about, was that new pictures from Strange New Worlds actually show the bridge looks a little bit different than it did when it was shown in Discovery. So that makes it even harder to guess.
So maybe it doesn't start on the Enterprise.
Well, I think it does start, or it's hard to say if it's like before or after the Discovery time frame, or maybe they just modeled that day. I don't know. I don't know how long, if they have to go to dry dock to get that changed.
But they did have that whole deck blow up with Jane on it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It's fair.
I think this is what you're talking about, Anne Marie, right? Comparison.
Yes.
Yep, that's the one.
New versus old.
Yes.
Which is the new one? The top?
The top.
No, the bottom one.
The bottom one's new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they went
I
from
can't really
blues
tell.
to reds.
Yeah, and quite a lot of people commented
Yeah.
that the bottom one has this warm colors that you kind of look at it and it looks a little bit more TOS-ish.
Yeah.
And like they got rid of like an outer rim, I guess, walkway.
Yeah, I'm sure Enterprise needed a lot of repairs after the
the explosion,
season two,
But it's so scary to bring the Enterprise to dry docks. You never know who's going to take the ship.
Looks great.
I do like the use of colors in both
Mm-hmm.
old and new. Definitely gives it a different feel.
Yeah, it doesn't have this railing thing anymore.
No, it you still see
The
it.
new-
It's just it's not
It's not
as
the
filled.
outer
yeah.
walkway.
It's harder to see, but
Oh, yeah,
Outer
yeah.
walkway changed, I guess. That's what like the one of the tweets said. I have a hard time seeing it totally because
Brighter.
so the top one's whiter.
Brighter.
I mean, it all looks really good.
yeah.
Super excited.
That door is snazzy.
We'll have the same
Red.
shuttles like the Galileo 7 and those ones from original series.
Boy, you're right. I think, was it you, Anne Marie, that was saying that TrekCore's been all over this?
Okay,
TrekCore is all over
Seriously,
this.
like my nephew was taking a nap, and the whole time I was reading TrekCore tweets. Like they were deep diving, Easter egging. I'm like, who's running this Twitter account? Are they even sleeping this week? Like, it's amazing.
This is the old shuttlecraft
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh, they have a new one.
shuttlecraft.
Oh, I didn't. I was just kidding.
I
Actually, I said
haven't
it.
seen that. That's awesome.
Wow,
That's
Yeah, that-
cool.
that is cool.
Spacious.
It's very
Mhm.
spacious. Makes like
I
the
mean,
Delta
if you-
Flyer look tiny.
Yeah, if you have that much
Yeah.
space in there, why you give them little chairs? Give them a couch. Give them something cozy to
couch.
enjoy, right? I mean, look at all this extra space. Or a cot where they can nap and stuff.
I like the trim and the use of windows. Very nice. Very
It's like,
nice.
give me a recliner.
Yeah.
Put the
Fun.
autopilot on.
All
and
that
just
unused
do-
space.
Where's the
Anyway.
massager?
Oh, there'd be that. That'd be nice. A recliner with a massager and just like
Yeah.
hit it.
Butt warmer.
Ah.
Okay. So everybody that's watching right now and that's in the live chat, Glenn Iverson says, Will Wheaton. I don't know what they're talking about, but I just want to make sure to mention that. Everybody in the live chat, how excited are you and how optimistic are you about Star Trek Strange New Worlds on a scale of 1 to 10? Like if you're like super wait and see skeptical, maybe give it a 5 or something. If you're just like, everything I've seen and everything I know so far is telling me I'm guns blazing, I'm giving this a 9 or a 10. Let us know in the live chat. How excited are you? And if you want, tell us why. Say 9 because I love Anson Mount. Yeah. Or 7 because I am a curmudgeon or whatever.
Woohoo! Curmudgeons need love too.
Yeah.
Kimber Spores makes a good point that the reason for not having a couch is you can't get up as easy from it.
Oh, this
Very
is
true.
very true.
Good.
Like Klingons are attacking. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, but let me finish eating the Cheetos off my chest here.
Ew.
I got some crumbs that fell here. Okay, so DeQ says, I'm stoked for Strange New Worlds, going to give it an 8. Chuck A says an 11. Glenn Iverson says, it's an 8 for me. Kirk showing up in season 2 pushed it down from a 10. Ooh, interesting.
Oh my gosh, Robert says 6. And Medallion says 4.7.
Very nice. Becca says 10. Is that your sister, Anne-Marie?
That's my brother. No, my sister's Rebecca, and my brother's girlfriend's Becca.
Okay.
My sister was in the background doing tech support.
Very nice. I love it.
Aw,
NX7062 says 12. Number 1 Trek fan in all caps says, so excited, so optimistic. 110, period. Travis says he's a 1701. Robert Kaiser says he was an 8 before the Kirk announcement. Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
There's our next
second
topic.
person.
There are 2 people that have now said that their enjoyment or excitement has been knocked 20 to 25%. 20% in the case, well, whatever, anyway, 20 to 25%. So that's probably because what they don't want the fan service, or maybe they don't like Kirk. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the Kirk announcement making it more interesting, less, or the same?
Yeah, absolutely no effect whatsoever. Because I mean, as far as we know, it's going to be just like one random scene in one random episode. We don't know anything, so like absolutely no effect.
Yeah.
And it might be season 2.
Well, and it depends on how they use Kirk in the show. I mean, if it's purely for fan service, then I'm like, I don't know. If it makes sense to the story, then great. That's wonderful. So I can't say one way or the other.
Yeah, I have to agree with Melissa. I'm also very weary to kind of like go out and say, okay, this is my opinion without actually having seen a single shot.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I remember like when they announced Ethan Peck, I was like, how many Spocks are we gonna have? Is it gonna be like progressively more Spocks as we go along?
Right.
And then of course, I can eat my words because he turned out to be a fantastic addition to the franchise.
Yeah.
So we shall see. Like for me, it was probably no effect. Maybe a little bit because it was like again sort of like this automatic Kirk again, but otherwise no. I'm personally probably at about 8, and it's not because something is off, but because I feel like, well, I'm waiting to be to have my mind blown.
Right.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm not, I don't think the Kirk thing affected me. It certainly didn't do anything positive for me. I'm just as excited as I was. I mean, maybe if anything, I'd be like a little bit more like, do we really need that? Are we going to take away from another new storyline or new character for somebody that we've seen, for 56 years? I don't know, but it probably does nothing for me. I think I'll probably be fine with it one way or the other. But I don't personally need that.
I'm just
fan
curious
service.
because
I'm not the biggest Kirk fan though.
I'm just curious to know why they made the announcement when they did. Because
it was-
we all know that since 2017, the current powers that be never do anything just because. There's always
because it was leaked. I thought it was because it was
no,
leaked.
it was an official announcement.
No, that wasn't it. But then like people started looking at like things on his insignia, and I guess maybe they thought it was about to get leaked by the actor or something. I don't know. It's like they didn't have to comment on it, even though someone saw some guy walking down the street. Because I don't think he looks that similar to William Shatner.
I would not have guessed. Yeah, because
Me
originally,
neither.
like the picture leaked out of this guy, a new Starfleet character in a gold uniform. I didn't see one person saying, "I bet that's Kirk."
Yeah.
You know,
Nobody
could just
thought
easily be
that.
Tom Paris.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
all we know, could have been a
Yeah, it could have been anybody.
Super interesting.
Matt Decker. And Kimber Spore settles in with a nice 20. Brenda says 10. War Dogheim says 47. And Ram says 5. Too much looking back instead of forward. Chuck A says orange chest. Linda says
Wow.
giddy because I love Anson Mount. 11. Yes, Linda, love it. Scott Jensen is kind of similar to what other people are saying. Sorry, I just lost you, but he said 7 because I'm afraid they might be leaning too hard on fan service. Sure hope not. Tim says 8. Okay.
Fingers crossed that's not the case.
So all 5 to, well, I was going to say all between 5 and 10, but no, it's like 5 between 5 and 1701, I think is where we landed on that. How excited are you about this, Mohammed? I know you're not allowed to say too much if you know anything.
I don't have anything to do with that. So
Right.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm very interested to see what they're going to do, and I like having another version of Star Trek with the others. Because I mean, I actually probably, if anything, prefer arc based, but I'm really excited for there to be episodic because I like those too. And it's just nice to have that diversity for the, you know, I enjoy those too. And it's nice to have something for other folks who don't like arc based as much. So I'm very happy about that. And, you know, I want to see what they're going to do. The products they've had out so far, I think have been great. So I'm optimistic too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm so guilty of doing what everybody complains that Star Trek fans do. I'm just like, before we had new Star Trek, I was just like, God, man, it'd be so cool if Star Trek was like serialized, you know, kind of like Deep Space Nine or like Game of Thrones in space. Oh man, I want that so much. And then they gave it to us with Discovery. And then I was like, I kind of miss episodic now, man. I kind of want, I miss the good old days of episodic was kind of fun. It had its charm. So they're like, okay, we'll give you that. But then you got everything. Okay. No more complaining.
Well, now we have this beautiful buffet, right? We've got like a family show. We've got a pure comedy. We've got the arc based, and we've got the one that's bringing back old characters, and we've got the, you know, episodic. We've got like this incredibly lush buffet to dine from. So
Lower Decks is kind of episodic, though.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
that's true too.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Lower Decks is more episodic, and Prodigy is a little bit more serialized.
A little bit.
In that it seems to kind of go in 2 episode arcs a lot of times, but they seem to have the most free reign with how they're structured. Like they kind of have like a full seasonal arc. They have some individual episodes. They have some 2-part episode arcs. Like they're really creative with how they want to format their episodes.
But they all work in the same overall arc.
I love it. I think they're doing great.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful.
I wish we didn't have all these breaks because it's a
I know.
mid-half first season break and then another season break, and then we're still in season 1.
We need to know about Chakotay.
How are we supposed to binge watch these?
And the virus too for Prodigy.
I don't know Chakotay.
Virus. What was the virus?
The computer virus that the diviner would put on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're doing so great, I think.
I can't wait to see the Prodigy cosplay in Chicago too.
Oh yeah.
Like that's gonna be so much fun.
And
take lots of pictures of Murphs. Of the Murphs.
Oh.
There's bound to be some.
Murph alerts.
Well, next we also have the
I
captain
saw,
arrested too. We don't know what's happening with that.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of Chicago, you know how they have artwork on each badge that has, you know, either a captain or whatever. I finally saw, because we only saw the 3-day VIP, the 3-day regular, and then Sunday and Saturday. So we don't exactly know what the other ones are, and I'm sure Trekcore will finally, hunt them all down. And but somebody posted in one of the Facebook groups, somebody posted a 3-Day Kids, and it has Murph on it, and it's just so perfect.
Aww.
Nice.
That is so cute. Oh my god, we're cool
It's so
kids
cute.
going to Star Trek conventions already.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Speaking
Well,
of cute, Robert Kaiser says, I probably am artificially keeping my excitement rating low so I can be hyped up when it gets released and is really good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that way
Right.
it's just, what were you saying, Mohammed?
I wonder if they're gonna introduce an officially licensed Murph doll that people can buy at the convention and
that
one
would
of
be
the
so
vendors.
good.
Murph and
Nice little
Dice.
plushie.
Murph and Dice.
Smurf and Dice.
Murph and Dice.
Yeah. So, Marina, we only have you for a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
Before you run off, can you tell us just how excited you are for Strange New Worlds and compare it with how excited you were before the other new series began?
I'm excited simply because the way Anson Mount, I just told you that how Ethan Peck and everybody was concentrating and we're getting another Spock. And then, of course, the absolute dark horse turned out to be Anson Mount when he appeared on Discovery, and completely blew my mind. I became a huge fan immediately. So just because they said, okay, we're going to have a show with him in the main seat, that already sold me completely. Like, I don't even need to know what else is happening. So far, everything else that they've released has been just magnificent and beautiful. So I totally cannot wait. I'm still at 8. I'm sort of like Robert. Like, I'm keeping myself level so I have room to kind of grow in my excitement once they finally release it on May 5th. But for now, really, really excited overall. Can't wait.
Wow. Well, you hardly have to wait anymore. What are we, like,
Yeah.
5 weeks away?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
March
Cool.
29th.
5 weeks. Cinco de Pico. Can't wait. Right? Pico de Mayo, whatever you want to call it.
Do you think they have Taco Tuesdays?
Probably.
Mm.
Aboard
It's
the
gonna be on a
Enterprise?
It's going to be on a Thursday, this one. So we're going to have, so it's going to be
Oh.
like all week long. I'm getting hungry
Yeah.
just thinking
The
about
cake
I
is
go to
forever, but our
Mayo.
tacos. I don't know.
it.
Pico de
Anyway,
Mayo.
all right, Marina, thank you so much for joining in the fun with us and for keeping us updated on Chicago. We'd love to
Absolutely.
have you back sometime soon, especially like after the convention, to let us know what the highlights were. And then you and Mohammed and Anne Marie can really duke it out about what the highlights were and be like, no, this was better. This panel
And
was
Marina and Mohammed.
Yeah.
And everybody in the live chat is going to be there.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, and I'm looking forward to talking with you again soon. It's gonna be fun.
Always good to see you.
Thanks very
Marina.
much.
Yeah, it's great seeing
Check
you, everyone.
out Marina and Jesse's podcast called Shore
Shore
Leave. You can find, can you tell them where they can find that, Marina?
Facebook, Shoreleaf, your Star Trek Convention Community Podcast, and we're also on Twitter at Shoreleaf. And it's, our little chatty show where we just talk about, Trek events, basically. And of course, Jesse and I also co-admin the Star Trek Convention Experiences group, which is a little bit, we try to make it a little bit all inclusive about the current Star Trek specific events. So yeah, check us out. But again, thank you very much for having me, and have a wonderful rest of the week.
See you
see
soon,
you
Marina.
around.
Thanks. Have fun in
See you
Chicago.
soon.
Well, DJ Kitty Cat says that Zora told Kraft about Taco Tuesday. So apparently it's been established in canon already.
Oh. All right then.
We know what kind of cheese he uses too. Kraft.
Ooh.
So, all right.
Ugh. Not best
What?
cheese.
No. All right. Let's close these out. Anson Mount is very, very happy. We know, already went over that. Oh, here's something interesting. Everybody at home, you may or may not know this. TrekMovie.com tweets out, in case you missed it, watch Star Trek celebrities come out for inaugural LLAPy Awards celebrating all Trek past and present. Would you look at that? Let's go ahead and give that a heart and a retweet. Everybody at home, please do the same. Go hit heart and retweet. And then go ahead and feel free to click on that thing and you can read all about it.
Yay.
And
Look
you know
at
what's
all
really
this
fun
stuff.
if you click on the link to actually watch it? Somebody has like time stamped every single award
Mhm.
and the introductions. It's really amazing.
Turducken, yum.
Turducken.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, you can click
It's
watch
super
on
official.
YouTube. In order to do that, hang on. So everybody at home, when you watch that, if you want to just keep it simple, you go to trekmovie.com, you click on this thing, right, that we already clicked on. When you go down here, instead of just watching it here, go ahead and click watch on YouTube, because then when you do that, you can scroll down, and where is it, Anne Marie? There it is.
It's
JM, our good old buddy. It might be John Mann. Look at this.
So
Wow.
professional.
So cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, JM. That is a lot of typing.
That
My
was-
goodness.
Yeah.
That was amazing to see.
Very impressive.
So give that a like along with video.
Wow, that is really.
Isn't it amazing? I saw
Thank
that
you.
last
Right?
night
Wait.
at like midnight and I was like, wait a
Let's go
minute.
ahead.
what is this? And then it was like
Yeah.
so adrenaline and excitement that I couldn't sleep again.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
See, exactly. And then I sent it to you guys. So
Yep.
fun.
Yep.
This is really well done. Thanks, JM. Thinking that might be John Mann. We'll see. Anyway, so thank you to trekmovie.com for that great article, very detailed, and for linking the video as well.
To highlight, Daily Star Trek News also highlighted the event as well, and also mentioned it in their live show this past Sunday as well too.
Aw,
great.
that's
So big thanks to
awesome.
Allison Pitt and the team there,
Yes,
which
let's
includes
do-
Marina.
Let's do a word. I know she just left. Let's do a word on Allison Pitt, Marina, and Daily Star Trek News. Can you tell everybody, Mohammed, what they are all about, what they do?
Sure. So the Daily Star Trek News, it started previously as an actual daily podcast, but what it's changed into now is there's a daily newsletter, usually with just a couple of items, and so it comes straight to your inbox. And then on Sundays, Allison will go over the entire week's news in a YouTube video. And like the main viewer or like Seventh Rule, it also has a live chat. A lot of folks who come from Seventh Rule or Virtual TrekCon go over to that as well, and you can interact with her. So she'll initially go over the news. She'll have like a little unboxing segment where she might like pull up something she got
Nice.
at a
Love
convention
those.
or something like that. Yeah, it's always really fun. And then the last piece, which doesn't come on the audio podcast, is just interacting with folks in the chat, answering questions and commenting on things like that. So it's a fun time. It's Sundays at 5:00 Eastern, 2:00 Pacific time on the Daily Star Trek News channel. So, but a wonderful team of people. It's probably one of the best sourced news sites out there for Star Trek related news. They're always very careful about
Thorough.
this is who identified it. This is, we know this, we're confident this is true, and moving on from there.
Love that.
Also, Larry Nemechek on Trekland Tuesdays has been talking about virtual TrekCon as well. Super fun.
Yay, Larry.
Nice.
Chuck A reminds everybody at home that Virtual TrekCon's LLAPy Awards is a non-violent awards ceremony. So you can watch it and there's no insults, no violence. Okay, there are some insults maybe. JG
no
was a little
violence.
mad at Silent Bob.
Oh my gosh.
That was done in love.
Yeah, JR Poole says, if you see me at a con, feel free to say hello, and hugs are cool too. So everybody go jump JR Poole.
JR Poole's great. Happy to give him a hug.
Yeah, he's great.
Yay.
Can we talk a little bit about the Picard news about this week's episode?
Yes.
I'm just so
Shit,
excited.
yes.
I can't wait
Me
anymore.
too. Me too.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We've earned it.
We should talk
Yeah.
very soon about it.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wait, I missed
Your
it.
agonizer.
What is it? Tell us.
Where do we even
Out with it.
start?
Out with
much
it.
has
what's
been
the
released.
data?
Which is crazy. I feel like Trek Movie doesn't usually, or not Trek Movie. I feel like Star Trek doesn't usually announce like this much specific information about an upcoming episode, which is titled "Fly Me to the Moon," which is one of my favorite songs. And is speculated to be about a trip to the moon upcoming, leaving from planet Earth. But so on Trek Movie, like initially all the pictures were released, by Star Trek. And so the pictures in and of themselves were pretty revealing, with some really fun Easter eggs. No. So wait, which things do you have up, Ryan? Where did we even
Maybe
start? There was so much.
maybe
there's so much
nothing.
stuff. Okay.
Where do you want me to go? StarTrek.com?
Or Trek movie, and then that will give you the direct. We can't go to StarTrek.com because that's the preview, and I don't think we can play it on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that preview there. Okay.
So the preview, I don't know. I guess it's not a spoiler anymore because it's actually released. But initially with the pictures, it said that they were like unidentified girl who was the person like reading the Tracy Torme book. And so in the preview, they revealed that it's Renee Picard, and an ancestor of Picard, obviously. And so she's the astronaut. And then what's the other?
Wow. Yeah. So
other,
check
I
this
mean, that's
out.
like a major, especially I love that her name is Renee, because I'm still
Yes.
sad about Renee dying in the fire.
Yeah.
Also, one of the
Yeah.
characters' names is Dr. Diane Werner, played by Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson.
Yeah.
Woo!
Wow.
But then-
Wow.
Oh, and it's a Jonathan Frakes episode, which I'm super excited about. Okay, this is the one. This is the Easter egg that I'm obsessing over.
Here it is. You guys, can you see what that says?
Rozhenko.
Dr. Vasily Rozhenko.
I was looking at all those Microsoft Surface Pros.
Wow.
my gosh.
right there. Right there. Rozhenko, huh? That is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's a big name.
You see,
Hmm.
Melissa, Rozhenko is Worf's last name.
Oh,
His
really?
his family, his
Tell us
adoptive
more.
family.
Yeah.
That's really cool, Anne Marie. That is
I'm very,
some
very,
good
very
stuff.
excited. And I love when Jonathan Frakes directs.
And the other one is that the many Soongs have now had an additional Soong added to them, played by somebody named, what is that? Brett Spinner? I can't, Brendan Spinger.
Brian
You
something.
can't even wait.
There he is, playing the 14th Soong. It looks cool.
Hey man,
Huh.
that family's so inbred.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. Huh.
So that's what those are. What other news do we have with that, Anne-Marie? Was that the
I
whole?
don't know.
was
I've
that
just
the
been
whole-
listening to Fly Me to the Moon all day. I'm so excited. I think that was all with that.
Yeah. The other thing I'm really looking forward to, why would I even change that subject? But I was just thinking about the new Kelvin verse movie.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, there
That's
was an
coming out
update
the
with that
very,
too.
at the end of next year, unless it gets delayed. I don't know why I brought that up, but like, I think I just saw an image of it. And so that reminded me of that.
Well, there have been some articles today about how Chris Pine he hasn't seen the script yet, but I guess he's met with some people to talk about it. So I guess that's the update.
Do we know if Hemsworth is in it, or we don't know?
Okay. Don't judge me. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's okay.
George
Thor-
Kirk.
Yeah, but he played Thor
yeah,
also.
I have
But that
no
was part
idea.
of the previous thing that fell apart, wasn't it? I think it was between Pine and Hemsworth. So I wasn't sure if that plot is just gone or if that's somehow coming
Anne
back.
Marie, Muhammad is a very big Marvel fan. Don't insult him by not
Oh,
knowing
that's a
Marvel,
Marvel
guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I guess we don't know that yet. But if it is that same script they were going to have 2 scripts ago, then they needed George Kirk, which would have been, Chris Hemsworth. But he's a busy guy and he's an expensive guy. And that's kind of
Exactly.
where
Mhm.
they ran into issues.
Costs a lot more now than he would have been in 2010.
He's funny.
Medallion reminds us that Brent Spiner's favorite song is The House of the Rising Soong. I thought it was funny.
Glenn Iverson said,
I
not
thought
knowing
it
that
was
character-
too, and I typed it out just at the same time as Medallion did. So Jinx
Oh.
Oh,
Medallion.
really?
Oh, nice.
What were you saying, Mohammed?
I was saying Glenn Iverson said, not knowing that character could be a Thor spot with Mohammed Noor.
Ooh, very good. Very good.
Nice.
That's
Very
awesome.
good. Yeah. So back to Strange New Worlds, since that's going to be kind of the big thing for the next few weeks. At this point, I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like I might be more excited or optimistic about this one than maybe any of the other new Star Treks, except for maybe Discovery, but I don't remember exactly the mindset I was in back then. But Lower Decks I was pretty excited about too. Prodigy, I didn't really expect much, and I was very surprised by it. I enjoyed it very much. It was definitely, a very welcome surprise. Well, no, we're pretty excited about Picard coming back, weren't
Yeah,
we?
I was like, I'm
guess
physically unable to be more excited about anything than Picard coming back.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Never mind that. It had to be Picard. Has to be. Okay. Well, I feel like Muhammad has so much more to talk about with regards to Strange New Worlds, but you keep making it seem like you're biting your tongue for something, but I think you're safe to talk about it, right?
I don't have anything I was waiting to say. I don't know enough to say anymore.
Good.
But no, I am excited
Great.
though, for the reasons we discussed earlier. I'm excited to see it. Get another different dish on the buffet.
Right.
So Katie Carr says she didn't watch Prodigy, but from what she read, she was impressed. Katie Carr, you should watch Prodigy. I think you would like it very much.
Yes.
Personally, I can't say enough good things about it. The first, the pilot episode, my first thought was, this looks and feels and sounds a lot like Star Wars. I'm not sure this is going to be for me because I do like Star Wars, but there already is a Star Wars and I'm fine with it. But then it just kind of like morphed right in to a Star Trek series that is not a kids show. It's more of an animated family show.
Yes.
And the animation is gorgeous. The back landscapes are beautiful. It's fun. It doesn't talk down to you. Like, they still use high concept, like when they had that reverberating, time, whatever the hell that was. I was like, wow, that's
the fading sine graph. That was amazing.
that was really
awesome.
good.
Pretty great.
Dampening.
It was so good. Everything about that show has been excellent. The scoring for it is outstanding.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Whew.
Plus, I love all the characters and actually legitimately care about them and know their names.
Who's your favorite character? Who's your least favorite character?
Actually, you know what? I don't even know. Like, I would actually say Murph, but even he's won my heart. Just like there's nobody. They're all so lovable. I love them all.
Katie Carr is very
except
happy
for the
that
diviner.
Chakotay and Janeway are
That's all I
in
want.
it.
Well,
And they both are.
Yeah, and for that reason, Janeway, Katie, is amazing in this show. And because you love Janeway so much, you should watch Prodigy because she's terrific in it.
And Rock Talk. Oh, everybody wants. I want to hug Rock Talk.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute how much kids love Rock Talk too. Oh my god, I was just watching.
So cute.
Well, like Mission Log has a Mission Log Prodigy podcast where they bring on kids to talk about their reactions, including Rod Roddenberry's son, which is really, really sweet to hear. And Larry's been putting out on his Truckland, is it Larry Nemechek or Truckland, his YouTube channel, which is easy to find. Just put in one of those things. But I guess it's his granddaughter, maybe, Cadet Clara, and they do summaries of episodes. And it's just the sweetest thing. And also hearing this little girl using Star Trek big words, like totally understanding the concepts and having like grown-up discussions about Star Trek with Larry is just super, super fun. And I love it so much.
Oh dear. Scott Jensen enters into the fray and says, we'll find out if SNW is good sooner or later.
Oh no.
Yes. Go,
So-
Scott.
Muhammad, are we to guess that Rock Talk is your favorite of the characters in Prodigy?
I do like them all. I'd probably pick Rock Talk as my favorite. Initially, I would have said Dal was my least favorite, but he's gotten better over time. Like, okay, now he's kind of, okay, it's better. At first, it was a little too like, I'm just gonna do my own thing and ignore everybody. And like, we've seen this a lot, but now I feel like, okay, he's grown to be a little bit more nice.
Oh yeah, and also, who's that engineer again?
Jankum Pog.
Yeah, he's
Jankum
so
Pog.
fun. I need way more of him.
Love
He's
him.
super fun to hang out with.
Cute.
Yeah.
Is he your
thinks
drinking
his-
buddy, Anne-Marie?
I don't know his age, so I just want to leave it there. But
You can see him on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's a regular on that.
super fun.
Oh.
Or recurring, I guess, not a regular. He's a recurring.
Well, and I like how he talks about how handsome he is.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm starting
Well,
to
he
believe
is. He is.
it's all about confidence.
He says it. It's really cute. Jacob Fox, so cute. I don't know, but way
Oh,
he
and Grandpa One is my favorite character. Tim Bum reminded me.
Oh, Robert Kaiser says my favorite character may be Anne-Marie, but I don't want to get too excited. Oh, I think maybe I'm misreading that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it one typo? But I think that is what it says.
Yeah. Scott Jensen says, how tall is Rock Talk? Like Rock Talk? Seems like Rock Talk is somewhere around 8 feet, right? Wouldn't you
Like,
say?
no,
Or
is he
9,
tall?
9 feet.
Seems really tall.
I actually saw something in the comments that doesn't have anything to do with this, but in the Picard like teaser that they put out for this week, they actually said tapestry. It seems like in a lot of the episodes they say old TNG episode titles, like they said yesterday's Enterprise, one other one I think. So this week's they say tapestry in the dialogue, and it kind of feels like Pee Wee Herman, like we're all supposed to be like
Word of the day.
yeah.
Word of the
Do
day.
you
Yeah,
know
that was the other
that
thing.
Rob Zombie worked on Pee Wee's Playhouse. He was a PA on Pee Wee's Playhouse.
I
And
love
I
that
think
show.
that is a perfect match made in heaven.
Wow.
And then he went on to make such great music with White Zombie and later on with just himself as Rob Zombie. So check that out, everybody.
We were talking earlier about the shows, like things that we're waiting for to come back. I was trying to think if there's anything we're waiting on with Discovery, because they wrapped it up very nicely at the end. I guess the one thing we were waiting on is to see what happens with Book. Like, does Book come back, or is Book off on community service for like the whole next season?
Well, it's also such a relief that they already announced there's another season.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would have been like, uh-oh, why is
Yeah,
there
it looks
a
like an ending.
cliffhanger? Shoot. But yeah.
Good
So now I
point.
can just be happy that there's no best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Wait.
I feel like the only thing that they really left kind of open for me is, what's going on with Tilly. There wasn't
Oh,
much
that's true.
resolution. Like
That's
she
true, too.
came in and was part of the closure of the season, but not any closure with regards to her own personal story arc.
There wasn't any indication she was going to come back to Discovery, though. I mean, she was like seeing everybody coming home, but there wasn't any indications like, oh, I don't like teaching, I want to come back to this. It seemed like, I'm guessing she's going to
I wanna
continue
know.
doing what she's doing.
If that Starfleet Academy show is going to have anything to do with that time.
It
Oh,
sure seems
yeah.
like it. That seems to be the prevalent guess at the moment. I also think it's great that J.R. Poole, who is also a scientist, says, I like that Ryan the pun master Husk has rubbed off on the cast and the chat pack. And this also makes me very happy. We're all going to be
Yeah,
insufferable together. People are going to like come in
I'm
and they're gonna
never
be like,
gonna
what
make a
is going
pun."
on? It's just all these puns everywhere. We're gonna be like, you mean pun blah blah? And we're going to try to outdo each other. And they're going to be like, I'm getting out of here.
Pun each other.
I just don't have that talent.
That's true. You never make. Oh,
Oh,
try
Yeah.
one. Here we go.
I'm so bad at words. So no.
Do you play Wordle?
Yeah, I finally like quit though because they were starting to get kind of harder once they sold to New York. I know that New York Times said that wasn't the case, but I felt like some of the words were getting harder, and I was like, why am I putting myself through this stress every day? So then I did the Treckle.
Oh yeah,
Star Trek ones for a little while.
that's really hard.
And also Loodle, which is the dirty one. But then I was like, why do I have all these tabs open to do this every day? It's too much. Taken away from
I
Star
tried
Trek
it once
articles.
and I was like, there's no hints or anything. I'm just supposed to guess a random word out of the infinite number of words in the universe. No,
Well, I
thanks.
always started with raise and then proud, and that basically covers like all vowels.
Mm.
But you'll never get in
I would
like
do
two
pious,
with
Pious, right there.
It's a good one.
Ah,
For what? For Hangman?
I kept
For
telling you about
Wordle.
Wordle, but
Oh,
you didn't bite.
Yeah, no way on Wordle. Here's
I
a
just
good
was enjoying
one.
all those game.
Here's my if you ever play a word
is a
game like
cult.
that, or like a Hangman or something like that, dude, I'm giving away my secret right now. Do rhythm. They're gonna waste
Oh.
all their turns trying to guess all those vowels, and there isn't one. There's
Oh my
just
gosh,
a
these
Y.
are okay.
Hey, they'll hate you forever. Yes.
Andrew says Ryan, his pun's abundant, which I like.
Scott
And
Jensen
then-
says, soon we will all pun as one.
Oh my gosh.
that's fun.
Yeah. There was one other one I wanted to. Oh, Katie Carr asks if she should this summer watch The X-Files or Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Wow, that's a very big
Prodigy.
difference in
Only a couple hours.
time.
Yeah,
One will take you
Prodigy.
like 3 hours. One will
Yeah.
take you, like-
Prodigy will be
Infinity.
more up your alley, I think, although the X-Files is incredible. But so is Prodigy.
But there's probably like 100 hours of X-Files, where there's probably like
Oh,
3
yeah,
of
yeah.
Prodigy. So,
Mhm.
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
never too much into X-Files. Like when it first came out, I started watching it and I was like, oh, that's cool. And it was cool. And then after a while, I just kind of lost interest and I never regained that interest in Mulder and Scully. Have you guys seen the entire series? And didn't it like reboot again or something?
it did
Mhm.
come back just recently. I didn't watch all the reboot, but I watched the originals back when it aired. I don't remember it so well now.
Seems
Yeah,
like
I
it's on BBC America a lot. And then also you know how like Star Trek will do those books where there's an essay by like different Star Trek fans for every single episode of like Deep Space Nine. I think they're working on one right now for.
Yeah.
But like X-Files has one of those. And so my friend had a copy. So I was like looking through the index, and a lot of people we know from Star Trek fandom also wrote essays for the X-Files like essay book. And I was like, oh my gosh, now we know who's like crossover fans. But yeah.
There is an
Uh,
epic episode of the new X-Files that I saw that I recommend very highly. It's basically like a reverse werewolf. Essentially, it's a wolf who becomes a human. Then he has to like get a job and all these
Sounds like a
things.
romance novel.
It's very funny. It's an incredibly funny episode. And it's definitely
He
made
has
to
to
be
get a
funny.
job. That's funny.
Yeah.
Medallion says your puns will adapt to humor us. And then he says, we will add your puns to our distinctiveness.
Yeah, I like that
That's good humor.
Very good.
But then War Dog Himes had enough. In all caps, he says, that's it. It's the agonizer booth for all of you. Speaking of which, my goodness, it is already time for the Star Trek Day trivia game
Okay.
question
Only
of the
because
day.
my computer's been at 1% for like 10 minutes. Like, let's see if we can hold out.
The question is,
Boom. I was
which alien? Okay, Anne Marie, in case your computer runs out of battery, tell everybody where they can find you online.
Anne Marie Siegel 1 on Twitter.
Got it. Okay,
kidding.
and
Excellent
now
follow.
the question is, which alien race did President Ronald Reagan say reminded him of Congress?
Oh, this is
I
always
didn't think that was going to go in that direction.
Wait,
No.
read it again.
kind of a trick question.
Which alien race did President Ronald Reagan say reminded him of Congress? Is it A, the Borg? Well, it doesn't say the Borg. It says Borg. A, Borg. B, Klingons.
It's Ronald Reagan read
C.
a speech during creatures during the Borg.
Vulcans, D, Ferengi.
Hmm.
The question once again, which alien race did President Ronald Reagan say reminded him of Congress? A, Borg, B, Klingons, C, Vulcans, D, Ferengi. All right. So this week, what is coming up? Well, just yesterday, we dropped our new 7th Rule episode that you are going to love. It is Wrongs Darker Than Death or Night. So check that out on the 7th Rule. You remember that episode. It was pretty crazy. I remember when that was going up, I was like, man, everybody's stressed out about the slap talk and about Ukraine. It's going to be nice to have a good 7th Rule episode. And I saw that one. I was like, oh, that's a heavy one. That's not going to, but check it out. It's a great time. And
Great discussion.
Yeah, it is really good discussion. Then tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, go hop on over to Falling Tower. That's YouTube/Falling Tower. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we have our review of Stargate Atlantis with two favorites, Kat Guerin and Roz Stanley. You are going to love it because Kat and Roz are both so fun and so funny and so great together. You're going to love that. So that's tomorrow, 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern. Then on Thursday at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern, that is 6 p.m. Pacific. The aforementioned Picard episode 4, it's 5 already, right? It's episode 5 by Anne-Marie. Her computer just died. Episode 5, that's going to be at 6 p.m. again, Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on the 7th Rule channel. So check that out. It's going to be a great one. And then on Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time, going to be the 7th Rule again, our review of Valiant. Remember that episode? Another classic Jake and Nog episode, Valiant. But wait, there's more. When that ends, right after that, there's what, Mohammed?
Oh, right after that ends, if you hop over to the BioTrekkie YouTube channel, you can watch the next episode of BioTrekkie with the Admiral, going over episodes 3 and 4 from season 4. So join us. Just move from one chat to the next chat. Thank you.
Yeah, living it up, everybody. That's how we party. Also, forgot to mention this coming Friday, we have our 3rd installment of Star Trek and Chill. I think we just made Melissa nauseous when I said that. She was like, why? He's still talking.
No. No.
So check that out, Star Trek and Chill.
A yawn.
That makes sense. It's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We go live just like this. It's a little less formatted with news of the week, and it's a lot more about just talking with you in the live chat and seeing what's up and hanging out. The only rule is, I know that the name implies that the rule is you got to be chill, but that goes without saying. You got to have a beverage in your hand, even if it's a water, if it's a root beer, it's a Manhattan, doesn't matter. You have to have a beverage because it's time to relax. It's Friday evening. You've earned it. Relax and chill. Relax. Now.
Or you can get the recliner then.
Relax and chill.
Mohammed, where can they find you online, by the way?
I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as Mafnoor, M like Michael, A, F like Frank, and then Noor, and like November, OOR. And on YouTube is BioTrekkie, BioTrekkie. Thank you.
What? Oh, look at that, everybody. Rico E. Anderson just decided to show up right at the very end, as he does. He says, Ryan's horrible attempt at sounding like Barry White. I would never even try that. Behind your wheat thins, everybody. Rico's notorious. Melissa, where can they find you online?
At Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm copying Muhammad. At Melissa Longo. That's me. And Walking Art made by Melissa. And the YouTube, Melissa Longo. And yes, I have watched all of the X-Files. You skipped me answering that question.
That was deliberate. That's a Lord. That's a Lord of the Rings quote, by the way,
Okay.
from Gimli, of course, when he fell off his horse, as you well know.
That was deliberate. Okay. But,
And every,
What was that? Have you watched all the
everybody,
new
you
ones?
can.
Sorry.
Oh boy,
Yes.
yeah, X-Files.
I have. I've watched the movies and the new ones. I am pro Mulder and Scully. Yay! Talk about shipping.
Have they ever hooked up?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
you have to wait for
finally.
it.
Oh, geez, I know,
yeah.
guys. I've been waiting forever. So everybody, you can find me on right here, Virtual Trek Con, or The Seventh Rule with Mr. Sirach Lofton, or Falling Tower. All those on YouTube. Just type them in, you'll find them. Super easy. We really appreciate you subscribing and liking those videos. Please like this video. Please check to make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Sometimes you hit subscribe and somehow it doesn't work for whatever reason. So please go check that you are subscribed and hit the notification bell. And that way you'll know when we are going to go live. High five to Melissa. And
there's only 39 thumbs up and 42 people watching this video. So some people are slacking.
Rico.
Let's
All right.
see more love.
So the answer is everybody at home. Oh, Melissa and Mohammed, do you have a guess which one it was? Borg,
That's so
Klingons,
hard.
Vulcans, or Ferengi?
But my first instinct was Vulcan, even before you read the possible answers. So that's what I'm going to go with, even if it's wrong. Even if it's wrong.
I was going to rule out Borg and Ferengi because I don't think those were around until Reagan was almost done with his presidency for Ferengi. So I was like,
Good
those are
point.
Move. Good move.
Good
This is why this
point.
guy has doctor in front of his name.
But
Talk about.
I guess
Damn.
I mean I saw everybody in the chat said Klingon. I was thinking Vulcan like Melissa though. So
I was thinking Borg until you just made me feel really stupid there because you're so right. Like, I don't even know. Maybe there was a little tiny bit of overlap there.
Would have been very small.
The answer is yes. In fact, B, Klingons. Great work, everybody.
Good job, guys, in the chat.
Yeah, good job.
Good job, everybody except me. And Melissa. Haha.
And me. I didn't get it right. Everybody on screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. And Katie Carr says, good chess move.
Mhm.
Sometimes we need context with these chats rather than just read them out.
Chess.
Rico E. Anderson says, I was here the whole time just chilling in the cut. Thank you very much. In the cut is probably some cool new slang that I've never heard of or old slang. Anyway, that's it, everybody. We did it, right?
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Melissa.
So
Thank
everybody
you,
go
Mohammed
to
and Ryan.
everybody go to trekmovie.com and go find that article where they say in case you missed it, or the previous one where before you missed it, and go comment on it and retweet and say, hey, thanks for writing that really informative article. We hope there's more coming. And they'll be like, oh, there are. And then you say, well, no, we meant about Virtual TrekCon. And they'll say, well, we need to wait till some news. Never mind. That's too much to do. Just retweet. Great. I guess that's about it. Everybody at home, when you are looking for Strange New Worlds talk, put it on the main viewer, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining.